Alphonso Davies, one of the Bundesliga's fastest rising stars this season.
Oh, this boy is brilliant!
19 years young and a fascinating backstory with the most unpromising of starts.
It wasn't easy being a refugee camp, you know.
Across the ocean to Canada, with both parents working, little Alphonso had his hands full.
We began to set 2 babies.
Here's the babysitter.
His talent came to light at school, and after that, there was no stopping him.
I really believe that the sky's the limits for Alphonso.
Now he's entrancing the biggest names in football in his own special way, on and off the pitch. The incredible story of Alphonso Davies, from the unlikeliest point of origin to the very summit of the Bundesliga. It's a stirring football fairy tale. Alphonso Davies has stormed centre stage in the Bundesliga in double quick time. His consistent, excellent form has earned him a regular starting spot with the record champions. And an added reward ahead of the restart of this interrupted season, an early contract extension through to 2025.
FC Bayern's always been good to me. From day one I came here, I know they're a top team, and being able to extend my contract here, secure my future is it's a dream come true.
Here he is, Alphonso Davies there to finish off, and he does.
A Bundesliga star already, and on course to follow suit in the wider international arena. A dream come true indeed. Alphonso Davies' remarkable football journey has brought him a very long way already. In Ghana, just west of the capital Accra. Originally established by the UN as a camp for refugees, for the most part those fleeing civil war in Liberia. Alphonso Davies' parents were among them, and this is where their house once stood, where their first child Alphonso was born in the first year of the new millennium. Life here was tough. A constant struggle to make ends meet, with the opportunities to better yourself few and far between.
From stories I've heard from my parents, it wasn't easy being a refugee camp. It's not easy being anywhere around the world. It's not easy being a refugee camp. But I don't really have much memories about my time in Ghana.
It was tense, like war. You escape from war. It was like, you have to be careful how you're going out, because the one thing you're going to come back, but it was tough, it was tense.
A kickabout in Budaburam. Here, Alphonso Davies is an inspiring example to others chasing the football dream.
I wish I could see him and I could play football with him. But anyway, his motivation will always keep me strong in the game.
Alphonso Davies motivates me to work on my dream and to focus on football. Yeah.
This is where it all began, and he hasn't forgotten it. Alphonso is actively supporting the UN Refugee Agency's COVID-19 response.
The main focus is, to raise money to help, refugees, with whatever they need. Obviously, social distancing is tough for them. Being so compact, and if Corona hits, one of those refugee camps, it can be a disaster.
All set for the Bundesliga restart, emerging from the coronavirus lockdown. Alphonso Davies and co at Bayern have kept themselves fit in the interim, initially at long distance.
Okay, auf geht's, Peter fängt an. Okay.
And subsequently back out on the pitch. Competitive mode reactivated.
Win as much games as possible, win as much trophies. Coming to this team, I knew that they were a family, and we were gonna fight for each and every game we play in.
Hey yo, soccer boy check.
While the football's been on hold, Alphonso's had all the more time and occasion to keep his followers entertained on social media. Fancy footwork aplenty with the ball and without it. A young man of many parts, and also not averse to showcasing his acting ability online. It all helps keep the boredom at bay.
Mia. Off kids! It's a way to express yourself as well. You know, people that don't know you personally, they can go through your social media and know a little bit more about you. And also, I don't know, it's just, I like to entertain.
Edmonton, Canada. The regional capital is home to almost 1 million people. The Davies family moved here in 2006 after arriving in the country on a refugee relocation program. With both parents out working, Alphonso had daily charge of his younger siblings.
He is a babysitter. I can say, my mom boy. He listened to me.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. He was babysitting one, Brian, and then the second baby came, 2011, and then he began to sit 2 babies, 3 years old and 9 months old.
Started football around, let's say, 12, 10. Not really sure the age, but I started football, you know, a little bit later than most of my friends. Most of my friends were playing at a very young age. At first, I was just playing with my friends at school, you know, outside.
St. Nicholas Junior High in Edmonton. As fate would have it, Alphonso's school also had its own in-house soccer academy. These days, his pictures grace the walls here. Mathematics teacher Marco Bossio was also his coach back then, and quick to recognize the many qualities of his new protege.
Alphonso came here at age 11 till 14. Passion for the game was through the roof. Alphonso was a great leader on and off the field. What impressed me the most, though, was his ability on the ball. His first touch was fantastic. Everyone sees his pace, everyone sees his athleticism, but I think what separates him from the rest is his ability to combo that with his technical ability on the ball. So this is the fitness room that Alphonso trained after school, and he ride the bike or do gymnic, work on his legs, core strength training, all different kinds of things. Here we point out our best results from all of our students. One of the tests that we've done here is a fitness test, and Alphonso still has the record. This is the room that I taught Alphonso math and health, and then we would have our talks and watch Champions League soccer in here on the big screen. I interviewed him. I did an interview when he was in grade 7, and I asked him those same questions, and he said that he wanted to be a pro soccer player. That was his #1 goal, and now he is.
My goal is to play to reach professional level and probably play with some of the pros.
Today, he's playing with and against some of the best to winning effect. So let's take a closer look at his game. Davies fuses creativity and versatility with an exceptional level of athleticism. Here, the quick 1-2 leaves his marker trailing from the outset. Pulling further clear, he has the time and space to take stock of the situation up ahead in the middle, before opting to play the ball square to Thomas Muller. No goal on this occasion, but it's a very typical illustration of Davies' dynamism going forward. The Canadian super talent can also open things up from further back, with his long ball game becoming ever more assured. Here, he takes out 7 opponents at a stroke with a perfectly timed pass, sending Ivan Perisic clear. Alphonso Davies is causing quite a stir in Munich. What does Germany's most capped player think?
Davies is proving quite a catch for Bayern already. With the competition for places there, you're really thrown into a shark pool. As a young, unknown quantity, it's a great achievement to break through like that. He's moving in the right direction, and I think with Bayern, he's in very good hands.
He's also a demonstrably cool customer under pressure, with the technique to back it up. Here, Davies has 3 opposition players on his case, and simply dribbles his way clear. Naturally left-footed, he can switch to his right with ease. Possession safely retained. He's become Bayern's express delivery specialist down the left, taking the return ball, sprinting upfield, and 70 metres later, still able to play a pinpoint pass into the danger zone.
Good cross, great finish. Wonderfully worked goal from Bayern. And it has been coming. Look how much ground he covered here. And look how quickly he did so too. And then he provided an inch-perfect pass. Lewandowski did the rest.
Yeah, I did run 100 meters when I was in junior high, 7, 8, and 9. I did run 100 meters. I think my personal best was like 11 something.
I thought you were faster.
Yeah, I thought that too, but I guess not.
That said, Alphonso's track record at school did evidently leave a lasting impression.
But he killed me when he did track and field and then he came to play a game.
I know. And you know what? Track and field, he was unbelievable in the 100, the 200, and the 1500.
Yeah.
And everyone was coming up to me and saying, like, that kid ran the 100 meter and then he ran the 1500 meter.
Yeah.
And he won them both. It's rare to see an athlete do the 100 and the 1500.
Didn't he also do the relay?
He did, the 4x100, yeah.
4x100, yeah.
Nick Jose and Alphonso Davies go back a long way. His former coach and agent now, and a good friend as well.
So this is one of the communities within Edmonton North, and this is where we used to do all of our training right over here at this field. And let's go down and check out this field, see what kind of condition it's in. I mean, it's full of snow right now, but it'll be nice to get down and take a look at it again. I haven't been here for a couple of years.
You know, he was my mentor. He helped me out as much as possible. He made sure I had, you know, whatever I needed. So I'm happy. I'm glad that he's in my life.
In Edmonton, our outdoor season starts in the summer. They go for about 3 to 4 months, and in that period, they might play about 16 to 18 matches. You know, most of our training and matches are during an indoor season.
Being in Canada, having snow, not being able to play outside for most of the years. You know, most months is snowing. You know, snow covered the ground, so you can't really play football outside.
You know, Alphonso came from a tough environment. I mean, you know, and when he got to Vancouver, he had to perform, and he performed. And you know, within a year, just over a year, he became a pro.
With Vancouver Whitecaps, the team prodigy was soon making his mark as one of Major League Soccer's youngest ever players. Off the pitch on June the 6th, 2017, 16-year-old Alphonso officially became a Canadian citizen. A moment to remember and reflect on.
The journey has been long, fleeing a war, living in a refugee camp, and then coming to Canada is what we were dreaming as a family to get here. Now we're here, that I'm excited that I'm a Canadian citizen.
His full international debut soon followed, accompanied by growing interest from some of world football's top clubs. Now things were happening really fast, after his family had been reluctant to even let him go in the first place.
I came a time, people came from Vancouver and they came here, they needed him. And then I told this guy that he can go, he's still young.
Before I left, I promised her that I would be a good boy, I'll stay the same, and also I'll finish my education. Still working on it. I want my family, you know, a lot. All of them a big thank you.
So anytime I call him, like, oh, now I'm working on my promise. I'm proud of him.
The 2018-19 winter break. Plenty of clubs wanted to sign Alphonso Davies. Bayern München succeeded. 7,500 kilometers from home and not long turned 18. His big Bundesliga adventure was about to begin.
I don't have specific goals. Now that I'm at this club, I just want to prove myself every day in training, work as hard as I can, and hopefully get some games.
Wir freuen uns auf Alphonso.
We're looking forward to working with Alphonso. I'm confident he'll keep making good progress here at Bayern, and he's going to be a help to us. We're just very happy to welcome him to Munich, and hopefully he'll enjoy a lot of success here.
Substitution here, well, big as far as the number 19, Alphonso Davies. This his Bundesliga debut.
Lewandowski in there to make it 6. He can't. Alphonso Davies can. The teenager with the goal. And with that, Davies is Bayern's youngest league scorer for 20 years.
His first game followed in swift succession by his first goal and first Bundesliga title. A productive introduction to life in Germany. Away from the competitive action, the Canadian import was also adapting well to his new surroundings.
One day in Germany. Hi. 6 Monate in Deutschland. Mia sind mir. Auf geht's. Servus.
The first couple of months I was in Bayern, it was a learning experience for me, just trying to soak in everything. Because being a young player, I knew that I wasn't going to really be in the team right away, learn from the experienced players, learn from world-class players.
New season, new targets. Alphonso Davies was ready to stake his claim to a first-team place in Bayern's all-star ensemble. The left-back position came up for grabs, and he seized his chance, nailing down a regular starting slot with a string of impressive performances, which also underscored his remarkable adaptability. Different role? No problem for Alphonso Davies.
I think, I came as a winger. I played as a winger a couple games. But I guess right now my main attribute is at left back. I'm enjoying the position, I'm enjoying every moment of it. But in the future, I still see myself as a left back. I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Alphonso Davies' sheer pace is a huge asset. He's come on in leaps and bounds. I've been watching him for a good while now. The accuracy of his passing has really improved. I was with Bayern on their tour of the US last year. He was still giving the ball away a lot. He could always compensate for it with his speed, but now his passing game's more composed. I think when something's explained to him, he can just go out and do it. So Alaba's not been missed at left back.
Davies has been one of the top players for a long time, especially in the left back position. I take feedback from him, take advice from him. He helped me out a lot, keeping me, in shape, keeping me where I'm supposed to be on the field.
The record champions have had their share of fantastic fullbacks down the years. Paul Breitner started the trend in the 1970s, an innovative attacking left-back who helped Bayern to the top of the pile at home and abroad, and set West Germany on the road to victory in the 1974 World Cup final. Andreas Bremer took the step up to international class at Bayern, another World Cup final hero in 1990. Then came Vicente Lizarazu, trophies galore in Munich and World Cup glory with France.
I won pretty much every title going. 6 Bundesliga championships with Bayern, the DFB Cup 5 times, the League Cup likewise, the Champions League, the Intercontinental Cup.
Plus, of course, Philipp Lahm. 8 league titles with his hometown club. Champions League winner, World Cup winner, Alphonso Davies is following in some illustrious footsteps and looks well equipped to do so.
The last few months it's been good. It's been going by really good, really quickly. I've been enjoying my time playing, training, just enjoying my time in Munich overall.
Back to that stateside summer tour with Bayern. For Davies, a rapid-fire return to familiar surroundings. The first years of his professional career were spent as an MLS prodigy. Now he was back in the employ of a world-class club playing in one of the best leagues in the business.
The jump from, obviously MLS to, Bundesliga or Europe, it's a big jump. It feels good. A top team like Bayern Munich, playing for them and then coming here to, playing in front of the Kansas City fans, which I've played in front of before. It's just an amazing feeling.
His explosive athleticism and fighting qualities are made to measure for football Bundesliga style. If you think you've got away from him, think again. Hertha Berlin's Dodi Lukebakio is no slouch himself, but Davies isn't shrugged off so easily. He makes up the ground and wins the ball back, with strength, self-assertiveness and that searing pace of his. If a gap's there, you can rely on him to close it. Losing the initial tussle, he launches into a 20-meter covering sprint that takes under 3 seconds. That's up there with Usain Bolt. Enough to deflate any opponent, especially when paired with his tenacity one-on-one. Another Alphonso Davies speciality. On average, he's involved in 28 head-to-head tussles per game and resorts to a foul in just one of them. Fair play.
Obviously, with his exceptional pace, he fills a very important role out wide. Playing that position nowadays, you're constantly going up and down the line at top speed. And where do you find a bit of space in the modern game? Out wide.
Bayern's opponents do pretty much everything right here. The deep, penetrating pass. Now it just needs to be rolled across to the man in the scoring zone. Except here comes Alphonso in overdrive. Getting to a ball he had no right to get to. That quality is invaluable. Alphonso Davies. He's already a source of inspiration for the next generation back in Canada. The BTB Soccer Academy in Edmonton has plenty of youngsters who can relate to their hero story.
He pushed himself to become harder. He pushed himself to the player he is right now. That inspired me.
He proved that hard work pays off. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are.
Because he works hard, stays humble, and plays the game.
Their role model played 17 league games in a row for Bayern before the action was suspended. 24 straight in all competitions, always from the start. His admirers go all the way to the top.
He's an incredible athlete, and I'm sure he's going to bring us a lot more joy yet.
It's good. He played before. I've seen couple highlight videos. He was a good player, so coming from him is something special. And I feel honored that he thinks that way of me. So I just have to keep it going, keep fighting.
Back in Edmonton, the Davies family can hardly wait to see their son in action again.
Where we're coming from, and then today, we're sitting watching him, we are dreaming.
I'm very, very proud of him because before when he was living here, we used to watch soccer I say, what day I will see you playing? He said, Daddy, don't worry. One day you will see me on the TV, and definitely the dream came true. So I'm very proud of him.
He came last year, I want to say last year on Halloween, and he came and toured the school and hung out with us, signed a lot of students, got some autographs for the kids, and he was a really good role model for all the little ones, for sure. The best trophy a coach can win is a jersey up on the wall. I really believe that the sky's the limits for Alphonso. He's very respectful. He's a really nice nice kid.
Alphonso's a very good fit for us, also on a personal level.
Yeah, we miss him.
I'm proud. You know, it's just a dream come true. I think my personal vision is to stay healthy as long as possible, play each game, you know, get better and better, and coming here and being part of Bayern Munich is incredible. It's a dream come true.